Good evening, fellow Rotarians and guests, and welcome to District 7950 Annual Rotary Foundation Dinner. We're here to celebrate the club's and major donors' accomplishments in last Rotary year. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming and sharing our event this evening. I'd like to call on Billy Roberts, District Governor-elect, and the Rotary Club of Barnstable Sunrise to lead us in a salute to the flag. Billy?
Hello, everybody. I'd like you to join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Please give a hand to Betty Galligan, the president of the East Seekonk, Seekonk East Providence Club. Thank you very much, Betty Galligan.
Okay, thank you very much, Betty, for that wonderful rendition of God Bless America. At this moment, I would like to introduce David Sampson, District Governor nominee from the Rotary Club of Bourne Sandwich, who will give us some words of inspiration.
I
David?
wish I had a voice like that. Good evening, everyone. When I was invited to offer an inspirational message for tonight's event, my first thought was, here we are in a global pandemic, hundreds of thousands of people dying in our country alone, many more hospitalized and are dealing with the effects of Corona-19. Restrictions for our activities, businesses impacted by loss of revenue, rampant unemployment, all of that in a national political environment that has divided our country and created stress for all of us, regardless of our political views. None of this is inspiring. As Rotarians, we know what we need to do to continue serving others in need. Rotary President Knack's theme, Rotary Opens Opportunities, is appropriate to our dilemma. We have adapted. Tonight, we would much prefer this meeting in person and the opportunity to interact with the Rotary friends, new and old. And we can't for now, but there will be better days to come. There are many obstacles. So what do we do now? We are Rotarians. We are people of action. We do what we do best. We determine how we can help others, and we create a way to make it happen. District-wide programs to provide food for families in need, mask distribution, and first responder support are examples of the many ways we are contributing. There are many more. We are Rotarians. Working together, we can meet any challenge and get the job done. We can, and we are making a difference.
Thank you very much, David. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce District 7950, 2020-2021 District Governor from the Great Rotary Club of Fall River, Charlene Jarrest. Charlene?
Thank you, Steve. Welcome, everyone, to our foundation celebration. We so appreciate you being here with us this evening as we celebrate our club accomplishments and recognize major donors, as well as new members of the Bequest Society. In the past year, we saw how truly Rotary connects the world. We've experienced how the world is connected in other ways also. However, in spite of that connectivity, our Rotary District has once again risen to the challenge. Our clubs are donating time, talent, and treasure to support their ongoing efforts to improve the quality of life in their communities. They're also dramatically increasing their support of their food banks and food pantries. There are diaper and clothing drives all over the district. And I'm delighted to tell you that we are fully engaged and optimistic about our future. Now is the time to invite someone to share in it. I'd like to send a special shout out to all the members of my home club, the Rotary Club of Fall River, who are on the call tonight. December 1, 1920 is our charter date. We are exactly 100 years of service today. Before we continue with our program, I'm delighted to share several important district announcements with you. The nominating committee held its annual meeting several weeks ago and have made recommendations for the following positions. For the nominating committee itself, we recommend 2 individuals who will be past assistant governors at the time of their service. Those 2 individuals are Shamim Awan, whose home club is Cumberland Lincoln, currently serving Area 9, and Brad Boyd, whose home club is Harwich Dennis, currently serving Area 1. Their terms of service will run from July 1, 2021 through June 30th, 2023. For the position of Budget and Finance Committee member serving during the same time period, the committee recommends past District Governor Greg Roach of the Bourne Sandwich Club. Greg's prior experience includes having served as district treasurer for a neighboring district, as well as district governor for the same district. And for District Governor 2023-2024, the committee puts forth Angela Pont, past president of her home club of Quincy, Mass. In addition to extensive club experience, Angela has also served as district secretary and assistant governor, Area 3, as well as on the district membership committee and the district club visioning team. I want to congratulate all of these fine District 7950 Rotarians, as I know that if approved, they will do an outstanding job for all of us. I would share much more of their backgrounds and credentials in the upcoming newsletter. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Charlene. Now we're all set for our annual fundraiser auction, and I'd like to introduce past District Governor from the Rotary Club of Braintree, Bill Tennant. Take it away, Bill.
Good evening, everybody. Governor Charlene has asked me to preside over part of tonight's event that has become a standard. We will be auctioning off this year's official tie and scarf signed by Rotary President Holger Knack. Charlene, can you show the tie and scarf?
Yes, I am able to show it.
Okay.
If somebody, Patrick, can you put the spotlight on it? Okay, here's the beautiful tie, very classic tie. You can wear this anywhere, and it's got and here is the beautiful scarf. I am actually modeling the scarf tonight. Mine is not signed. This one I will show you is signed. There we are, Holger. And the tie is signed Holger. So they're right here, and when the successful bidder is all squared away, I will be mailing it out to that persons. But yes.
Thank you, Charlene.
This is what you're going for. It's a beauty. See how well they go together.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I would also like to show the tie that I'm wearing tonight. It is actually a signed tie that was a gift to me from Ann Brown from the Cumberland Lincoln Club. Norm Saute was famous in our district actually for purchasing signed ties for this actual event. This happens to be the tie that would have been Joe Clancy's year, Peace Truth Service, 2012, 2013. And Sakuji Tanaka actually signed this tie. So I am honored to be wearing this tonight for this auspicious occasion, if you will. Just so you know, all proceeds will be sent to the Rotary Foundation, and the Rotarian who succeeds in this auction will get credit for the donation. So if you are planning on donating to the foundation, now is the time. We will be using the chat box to record bids. So I hope everyone can figure out how to do that. Okay, I will announce bids as they arrive. Once the bidding is finished, the successful bidder can send the check to Foundation Chair Chris David. Charlene will then mail the tie or scarf to you, depending on one or both, as Charlene has mentioned. We will auction off the tie first, and the proceeds will go to the annual fund. We will then auction off the scarf, and the proceeds from that will go to Polio Plus. Are there any questions before we begin the auction? And please speak up if you have a question about chat boxes or anything. I'm going to open my chat box so I can see who's bidding. And Chris David has just posted her address in the chat box for anyone who is wondering where to send that check. Okay. I see no questions, no hands up. So can I get a bid on this tie? Can we start the bidding at, I'm already seeing $100. Patrick Wendell, 150. Chris David is at $200. For Patrick Wendell, everyone is up to 250, and it's coming in like crazy. I have to keep up with this. Chris David is now saying $300. Pat Wendell is at $400. I think we have Chris David. Whoop. Okay, Chris David is up to 500, but Dave Sampson just says 500. So Chris David was the first. Dave Sampson says, I'll move that to $600. At the moment, we have $600. Patrick Wendell says $750. Dave Sampson says $800. And we are moving right along here. It looks like at least we have 3 people bidding on this tie. This is the tie, by the way. This is going to the foundation, to the and I'm hoping that we get over $800, $900. Patrick Wendell has come up to $900.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick Wendell. And I'm seeing some action here. Do we have anything? Do we have, we have $900, $950. Dave Sampson is up to $950. I think we're gonna go for that big number in a moment. I can feel that. $950. Do we have $1,000? Let's round it out. $999.99 from Patrick Wendell. I think he's teasing me right here. $999. Okay, Dave Sampson says $1,050. $1,050 from Dave Sampson. I'm thrilled that we have this tie. Is up to $1,050. Remember, this is a signed tie from Holgernack. You won't get another one of these in the future. I promise you that. Okay, once these are gone, they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
They're gone. Yes, yeah. These are Charlene had to go out of her way to get this tie. This is not something she could just walk in the room and get. She had to work hard to get it, and I'm glad she did.
For a whole week.
Yes, I understand. I was there. I remember. So Dave Sampson, $1,050. I don't want to go once, go twice quite yet, because we've had some pretty aggressive bidding here, and I'm really thrilled about that. $1,050 to Dave Sampson. Dave Sampson will have to wear his own tie, of course, during his tenure, but he can wear this tie in between. I'm getting a smile out of Dave Sampson. So I'm getting $1,050.
Thank you. Congratulations, David.
And it looks like that's the end of that. So Dave,
Fabulous.
Dave, you know how you're gonna send your money, and Dave, you know how you're gonna get your tie. So congratulations, Dave Sampson, on $1,050. That money will go to the foundation in Dave's name. Thank you, Dave. And of course, the district and Dave will both get credit for that. So that's a wonderful thing. That's actually more than I did hope for. So that's wonderful.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
And so now we are going to auction off the scarf.
Now,
The
this
signed
scarf can be,
by Hogarth that Charlene is
I'm
probably
modeling,
displaying. She's
and
modeling.
mine is not signed, but
And-
you can wear this scarf myriad ways. It's very, very versatile. And it goes with everything. Look at the beautiful colors. Goes with everything.
And the scarf that Charlene's wearing is not signed, but the scarf that you will be bidding on is, however, signed,
Yes, one of a
Which is-
kind.
which is great because I did not get a signed scarf during my term. So congratulations on that. That must have been a lot of work.
Someday
So-
over a glass of wine, I'll tell you what I had to do to get things taken.
I'm sure we can arrange that. I'm sure the winning bidder can arrange to have a glass of wine with Charlene,
That's right.
find out exactly what she had to do to get this scarf signed. I'm sure it was a lot of work. So can I get an opening bid on the signed scarf by Hogarth for this year? Henrietta Berry, do I see $500? And remember now, this will go to Polio Plus in your name, whoever. Henrietta Berry, $500. Congratulations, thank you. Can I get $550 for the signed scarf? $550 from Henrietta Berry. So, okay, Cliff Rober went to 600, and Joan Gagnon come in at the same time for 6, but Chris David beat her at 600. Chris David says $750 for the signed scarf for Polio Plus. That is the top bid at the moment. Chris David. Joan Gagnon says $800. $800 for the signed scarf for Polio Plus from Joan Gagnon. And up there, Chris David says, let's make it around $1,000. So Chris David, our foundation chair,
Oof.
the Providence Rotary Club has bid $1,000 on the signed scarf from Ogonak. And I am just in awe. I'm just thrilled to death.
I am so delighted.
I dare anybody to please raise that $1,000 to even 1,001 would beat her. 1,050 would make more sense, but we'll take 1,001. And no one's chiming in at the moment, but I'm going to give you a few minutes. I'm not going to just jump all over this because somebody may be getting ready to move up, but
Makes a fabulous Christmas gift.
that $800 to $1,000 was quite a nice jump, and I think I'm gonna count to myself in my head to 10, and so
Okay.
$1,000 from Chris David.
I think
God
that's,
bless Chris David,
thank you.
and I think we're gonna let the bidding end at this moment. I'm gonna go once, I'm gonna go twice, and I'm gonna go 3 times. Henry Atterbury, excuse me, before I had a chance to say 3 times, Henry Atterbury says, let's make it 1,050. Henry Atterbury, thank you so much. So Henry Atterbury, Chris, just so you know, and I'm sure you saw the post there, Henry Atterbury is up to $1,050. I'm waiting, I think, just for Chris David, although Joan, you were pretty close in the back there. Pretty sure we're down to a horse race here. And I'm not seeing anyone else. Henry Atterbury, $1,050 going once, going twice. Sold to Henry Atterbury for $1,050 to Polio Plus. Henry and Chris, thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you to all you folks who contributed to the fundraiser tonight, and thank you to Bill and Debbie. Deb, I love the necklace.
Oh, thank you.
You know, she got that, right?
I know where
That's
she
very
got it.
special to me.
Yeah, that was a very nice necklace, by the way. Okay, it brings me to the point where we're going to be announcing the major donors, and I'd like to introduce past district governor and the district foundation chair from the Rotary Club of Providence, Rhode Island, Kristen David, better known as Chris David.
Hi, everybody. I'm trying to just get onto this.
Christine.
So, where is it? Okay. Thank you, everybody who just participated in the bidding for the tie and the scarves. That is just exciting to us that happened. And now I can't find what I was supposed to be doing because this is in the way. Wait, let me see if I can move this. So why we are here is to celebrate the foundation. And as many of you know, the foundation was started in the year 1917. And every year we try to donate money to the foundation through our club members and through our club's fundraisers. We'll donate to the foundation. If someone donates $1,000 to the foundation, one will receive a Paul Harris pin. And as Billy Roberts and I saw Steve Albright also have their medals around their neck that you receive the first time you receive a Paul Harris recognition. After that, for every $1,000, you receive a Paul Harris pin that has a stone on it that indicates how many times you have reached the $1,000 milestone. Once you reach $10,000, you have the opportunity to receive a beautiful crystal, which I was going to share a picture of the crystal, but you receive a crystal that is gorgeous and a special pin that I actually, or a necklace that I have around my neck. Last year, we really hit a great milestone because we didn't just have one person reach $10,000, but we had 5 individuals in the district that reached that $10,000 milestone to level 1. And in the order of when they reached that, past Assistant Governor Richard Applebaum of the Rotary Club of Providence, who is also a recipient of the Percy Hodgson Award from our district, actually was recognized at last year's foundation dinner. From the Rotary Club of Sharon, past President Joseph Watson. Then we have past District Governor William Vangel and Christina Vangel from the Rotary Club of Woonsocket. And I think on our Zoom call today, we have past District Governor Barry Clayman and his lovely wife Gail, who are from the Rotary Club of Yarmouth. And at the end of the year, past President Dr. Robert Miller of the Rotary Club of East Greenwich became a major donor. So I'd like to thank them for their generous donations. And hopefully next year, we'll have more people that have met that milestone to become major donors. And I know, looking at the list, we have a couple of people that are almost at the next level, which is level 2. The other part of giving that I wanted to mention and thank people is that anybody who commits $10,000 or more to the endowment fund via an estate plan, it's the end of the year, so some of us who are over 70 years of age need to roll over their IRAs, can donate money through the Bequest Society and the endowment fund. And from the Martha's Vineyard Club, I'd like to thank past President Leo and his wife Allison Convery for their bequest to the foundation. There are also many of us that are Paul Harris recipients, and I'd like to thank all of you and all major donors and Bequest Society members who are generous to the foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris, and congratulations to all the new major donors, and we appreciate your contributions. I'd like to introduce again Charlene Jarrest from the Rotary Club of Fall River, our district governor, who will now introduce our keynote speaker. Charlene?
Well, it is my extreme pleasure to introduce to you Brenda Cressy, who is our Rotary Foundation trustee. And Brenda, tell you a little bit about her. She joined Rotary in 1989 and is currently a member of the Rotary Club of Paso Robles, California, in District 5240, where she served as district governor in 2001-2002. She's retired as a CEO of Office Support Systems, which was a telecommunications company. Brenda served in several key roles for Rotary International and the Rotary Foundation over the years, including serving as the first woman Rotary Foundation trustee chair in 2018-19, and she will continue her service as a trustee through 2021. Most of Brenda's assignments have focused on successful fund development for the Rotary Foundation, specifically in the areas of peace and polio eradication, her passion and mission in Rotary. However, she shares the importance of supporting the annual fund, endowments, and major gifts. She's witnessed several successful projects made possible by Rotary clubs and districts and enjoys seeing the full engagement of passionate Rotarians successfully implementing projects in each of the 6 areas of focus. It's notable that Rotary International President Holger Knack has asked Brenda to oversee the addition of supporting the environment as the 7th area of focus, which will be effective July 1st, 2021. And most recently, she's been inspired by the amazing projects currently being carried out around the globe, addressing community needs due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Having participated in several Rotary humanitarian projects around the world, she is a proud Rotary Foundation alumnus. Brenda has seen and experienced firsthand how our gifts to the Rotary Foundation greatly impact the lives of others, and how those gifts will someday bring peace and understanding around the world. She and her husband, Dick, are members of the prestigious Arch Plumb Society, major donors, members of the Paul Harris and the New Legacy Societies, and have established the Brenda and Richard Cressy Endowment for Peace, supporting peace certificate fellowships. Brenda is the recipient of the Rotary International Service Above Self Award, the Rotary Foundation Citation for Meritorious Service, and the Rotary Foundation's highest recognition, the Distinguished Service Award. Brenda lives in Wells, Maine with her husband, Richard, who's a retired vice president in manufacturing. They both enjoy spending good times with their 3 grandchildren and family. My friends, I give you Brenda Cressy, Rotary Foundation trustee.
Wow, very nice, Charlene. Thank you so much. And good evening, everyone. It's great to be here. And I really want to thank Charlene for this wonderful invitation. We tried to do it earlier this year and it didn't quite work out, but I can't think of anything better than to be with you this evening and for this very warm welcome. I'm so honored to be present this evening in celebration of all the donors and the incredible generosity and support of the Rotary Foundation. Today we had our trustee meeting and we have a lot of work to do. We have met every month through this virtual environment where in the past we only met every 3 or 4 months. And I have to say it's really working out quite well because we're able to really address and discuss the items that come before us in a way that we probably didn't have before. So I'm really grateful for some of the changes that we've been experiencing because of this virtual environment. And I don't know why, but tonight it just feels like a regular Rotary Foundation gala night with everything, all the little components that come into it. And I really want to thank the organizers for creating this special evening. So tonight, I'm just so delighted because it gives me an opportunity to extend my thanks and gratitude for your district and its ongoing and outstanding support of our foundation. But even more than that, District Governor Charlene, I want to really acknowledge all your club presidents. It's been an extraordinary year, unprecedented. And to me, the more presidents that I meet this year, along with the governors, I'm just so impressed with their dedication and commitment to keep their clubs going. And I'm even more impressed by the Rotarians in the club who are there supporting them and making this work. We could say in the worst of times, but I think in the end, we're going to look back and we're going to say the best of times, because we were able to switch and pivot and do what we need to do as Rotarians do, as was said earlier. You know, before I begin, I'd like to say that I'm always struck by the generosity, the support, and the passion for our Rotary Foundation. And so often I'm reminded that each Rotarian has his or her own reasons for getting involved with Rotary and supporting our programs. And I hope that each of you will find that special Rotary Foundation program or project that continues to make you most passionate, and therefore will inspire you to continue supporting our foundation to the best of your ability. When Rotarians get involved in our foundation through projects and service, they see the value in their contributions. So I see each of you as an ambassador of the foundation, active partners in doing good in the world. So thank you, thank each of you for staying engaged and sharing our foundation and the good works with Rotarians in your club and beyond and within your district. Tonight's auction celebrated both the annual fund and polio, two of my favorite funds in the Rotary Foundation, because polio is our #1 priority and we must continue to support it. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the annual fund supports Rotarians and now even Rotaract-driven projects that are created at the local level and developed to meet the needs of our communities and fostered through our international fellowship. Through one single gift, you can help a woman with a microcredit loan and so much more. And when I ask people why they support the annual fund, many say because with our foundation, you get something back when you give. And that is true. So when you contribute to the annual fund and share, half of your gift becomes available to your district and clubs to use however they want. And the other half goes to the World Fund. And these funds are used for worldwide projects, foundation programs available to all Rotary districts, grant matches or aids where the trustees determine the need is the greatest. And the World Fund is the source of our foundation funding for all your global grants and all of our programs. Districts that are active with both district and global grants get the full impact of the gifts made by their members, like all of you did tonight, reaching your major donor level and contributing to the Bequest Society ensures Rotary's bright future. Those grants that we talk about with global grants are only made possible because of Rotarians in your district who contributed to the annual fund. These funds we have access to this year were from contributions made 3 years ago. So that's why it's important that we contribute each and every year to the best of our ability. And it's always a pleasure for me to have an opportunity to share my passion for what I feel the Rotary Foundation stands for. To me, our foundation is truly the lifeblood of the organization. It allows us to live out Rotary's action plan. The foundation allows us to be effective problem solvers and to be impactful. And our global reach allows us to inspire, support, and motivate others. And our foundation projects and programs help us remain engaged in the good work of Rotary. And finally, especially during this pandemic, we've learned to quickly adapt and be flexible. And each of you are making an incredible difference this year. And I want to congratulate and thank all of you who stepped up their own personal giving this year. Today, we do face challenges, the coronavirus pandemic, the economic turmoil, and in some countries, including our own, waves of social unrest. But at this difficult time, the world needs Rotary to help bring people together. And the world needs Rotary to help the most vulnerable. And Rotarians need each other. We need to stay connected. We need to take swift action where it's needed, whether it's COVID-19 or any other priorities that our communities are facing. As was said, I'm so proud of the work that Rotarians and Rotaractors and our foundation are carrying out to stop the spread of COVID-19 and to help those people affected. And we took swift action for the cause of public health long before COVID appeared. And because of that experience, we are making a significant difference today. We're finding ways to apply our knowledge and experience in fighting this other deadly disease. We went from polio to COVID without a hiccup. And the polio eradication program is already using the advanced disease eradication infrastructure to protect the vulnerable from COVID-19, especially in polio endemic countries. We recently celebrated the entire African continent polio-free, leaving just 2 countries, Pakistan and Afghanistan. What an accomplishment during this pandemic. And I can tell you, I have many, many friends in Africa, and they are so proud and happy about this wonderful accomplishment. Rotary and its partners and the governments have all come together in unity to get the job done. Many people are asking me, what is Rotary's role in helping with the COVID-19 vaccine distribution? And Rotary has not taken a stance on that yet, but I would encourage each club to do what you can within your own community to help. That's what we do. We help where we can help. You all know what you can do within your own communities, and that is certainly the beauty of Rotary. Many countries have now begun their polio immunization campaigns again, but ensuring every health worker remains safe and not contribute to the spread of COVID-19. So Rotarians have initiated several district and global grants, well over $21 million. We've already supported that amount of money for global grants for COVID-19. And of course, last year, you may recall the trustees temporarily added COVID-19 projects to its eligible activities for disaster response grants. It was amazing. It was so wonderful to be on the trustee board, to hear the voices of Rotary members and clubs around the world wanting to take action, immediate action. And we were able to do that. We did pivot and we were flexible, and we were able to do that in the amount of $7.8 million in grants. So one thing I want to mention too, 100 years plus, congratulations to your club, District Governor Charlene, but our foundation in its 100 years plus has raised and invested more than $5.3 billion at the end of June 2020, as was reported. Can you imagine that amount of money and the lives that we have changed and the impact that we have made throughout the world? These funds supported projects and programs that have had lasting effect in our communities. And they empower Rotary members to continue promoting peace, fighting disease, providing clean water, saving mothers and children, supporting education, and growing our local economies all over the world. And one of the impacts of coronavirus is that it shed light on the relationship between the environmental degradation and threats to public health. And as you heard, both boards decided to add a new area of focus supporting the environment. And this will offer Rotary members another dedicated channel to increase their positive impact. This new area of focus for the environment will roll out on 1 July 2021. But it's interesting to note, as I served on this task force, we learned that Rotarians had already implemented over $18 million in projects relating to the environment in just the last 5 years in our other 6 areas of focus. So we've always been committed to the environment, but now we have this new area of focus that really is a dedicated channel for us to do this. Rotary Peace Out Fellow applications have increased. We have more candidates than ever. We're so pleased with this program. And moving forward, some things will need to change permanently, but at its best, you need to know that Rotary is a crucible for grassroots change. Whether it's Polio Plus or global grants, it takes one idea from one member to make a real difference. And each of us wants to show how Rotary opens opportunities through our Rotary service. And your role as a Rotarian and a leader in Rotary gives you one of the best opportunities to do just that. Thank you so much for having me, and congratulations to your district for holding this marvelous event tonight. It was just a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Those words, they were very nice, inspiring. Now I'd like to call up Steve Albright, immediate past district governor from the Rotary Club of Yarmouth, who will be announcing some award presentations from his Rotary year. Steve?
Thank you, Steve. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here tonight to help celebrate what our clubs, our Rotarians, and the presidents did for the Rotary Foundation last year for the year 2019-2020. I thank all of you for donating, supporting the foundation, encouraging your members to donate to the foundation. Our total contributions for last year for all the funds was $218,220. That broke down to $153,400 donated to the annual fund and $64,800 to other funds, including Polio Plus. The only thing I wish I could be is with you in person tonight to congratulate you, to present you with your awards, and to shake your hand and say thank you for everything that you did. Unfortunately, we're not able to do that. I will read out all the awards that we have. The president's name that I read out is the president from last year for when these awards are given. I will be mailing these awards and certificates out to the clubs this week, so please expect them in the mail. The first award that we're giving is a banner and a certificate. It's for the highest per capita annual fund giving. And my awards. So the first one is a banner, and you'll be getting a certificate. First place goes to for $316 per member to the Rotary Club of Bourne Sandwich, Massachusetts, Michael Miller, president. And you get a certificate with it. The certificates don't come from Rotary International. What Bill Tennant and I started last year was doing the certificates so the members can understand exactly what the banners are for and the different awards. So every award will be getting a certificate tonight also. Second place with a donation of $298.33 per member, the Rotary Club of Scituate, Rhode Island, Sarah Malley, president. And our third place goes to $270 per member, the Rotary Club of Barnstable Sunrise, Nefertiti Holiday, president. The next awards are awards that Bill Tennant and I started giving out last year. The other one was highest per capita for annual giving. These awards that we're giving out will be certificates only. It's actually the highest total giving to the Rotary Foundation from a Rotary Club. And first place with a donation of $16,900 goes to the Rotary Club of Fall River, Massachusetts, Lisa LeBreau, president. Second place goes with a donation of $14,340 to the Rotary Club of Providence, Rhode Island, Goff Gaunt, president. And third place goes to with a donation of $13,295 to the Rotary Club of Yarmouth, Massachusetts, Gerald Carey, President. My own club, thank you. And what I added in this year was a couple honorable mentions. We did is we broke a line at 10,000, so any club that donated 10,000 or more is getting an honorable mention. And the first one for $12,686 goes to the Rotary Club of Weymouth, Massachusetts, Lois Druckman, President. $11,235 to the Rotary Club of Plymouth Sunrise, Bob McMakin, President. And $11,233 to the Rotary Club of the Bridgewaters, Bruce Marquis, President. The next award is a banner and a certificate. It's 100% foundation given, and that's given for clubs that have achieved an average of 100 per capita giving, 100% member participation, with every dues paying member contributing at least $25 to any or all of the following: the annual fund, Polio Plus, approved global grants, or the endowment fund. And we had 7 clubs that met this goal. First one is Situate, Rhode Island, Sarah Malley, President. The certificate that we did for that. Barnstable Sunrise, Nefertiti Holiday, President. Charahoe, Rhode Island, David Henley, President. East Providence, Rhode Island, Seacock, Mass, Renati Alexander, President. Harwich, Dennis, Pat Jacobs, President. Wakefield, Rhode Island, Bob Cruz, President. And Warrington, Barrington, Rhode Island, John Metaxas, President. The next award is a banner and a certificate, Every Rotarian Every Year. And this goes to clubs that have achieved the minimum annual fund contribution of $100 per capita during the Rotary year, with every dues paying member contributing at least $25 to the annual fund. And it happens to be all the same 7 clubs. Situate, Rhode Island, Sarah Malley, President. Barnstable Sunrise, Nefertiti Holiday, President. Charahoe, Rhode Island, David Henley, President. East Providence, Rhode Island, Seacock, Mass, Renati Alexander, President. Harwich, Dennis, Mass, Pat Jacobs, President. Wakefield, Rhode Island, Bob Cruz, President. And Warren, Barrington, Rhode Island, John Metaxas, President. And our last award is for End Polio Now, presented to clubs for its financial support of the End Polio Now Countdown to History campaign. And this certificate is given by the Rotary Foundation for clubs that have donated $1,500 or more to the Rotary Foundation last year. And those awards go to Charahoe, Rhode Island, David Henley, President. Fall River, Mass, Lisa LeBreau, President. Harwich, Dennis, Massachusetts, Pat Jacobs, President. Hyannis, Mass, Harold Robinson, President. New Bedford, Mass, John Ramirez, President. Plymouth Sunrise, Mass, Bob McMakin, President. Providence, Rhode Island, Goff Gaunt, President. Situate, Mass, Walter Heller, President. Weymouth, Mass, Lois Druckman, President. And Yarmouth, Mass, Gerald Carey, President. Curley, that's his nickname, Gerald Carey, President. I'd just like to thank everybody again for the great job you did last year. Keep up the good work. We ended the year with COVID right on a year, but we didn't stop, and we continued and made our foundation goals. And I encourage every club and every member to do the same this year going forward. So thank you all for all your contributions to the foundation.
Thank you, Steve, and congratulations to all the clubs who have received some awards tonight. And now it comes to the end. I'd like to call back Charlene to do some closing remarks. Thank you very much, Charlene. Take it away.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Steve. And thank you, Steve Albright and Jill. Thank you and congratulations to all of our awardees this evening. Before we go, I'd like to extend our compliments to the chef and recognize the staff for their superb meal service this evening. And I would like to thank everyone who had a part in making this evening such a success. That would include everyone that you saw on the screen tonight, especially Brenda Cressy, our Rotary Foundation trustee. Brenda, we would like to send an honorarium in your name to the annual fund, just as a small token of our appreciation for your visit today. And a critical behind-the-scenes assist, Patrick Wendell, a member of our virtual meeting guru team. Thanks, Patrick. And a special shout out to Jill. That was wonderful, Vanna White. Today is Giving Tuesday. There are many, many fine organizations that are reaching out for your support today. Of all the deserving organizations that are approaching you, I hope that you give special consideration to our own Rotary Foundation. When you give to Polio Plus, you help in the final push to make polio the second disease affecting humans after smallpox to be eliminated from this world. When you give to the annual fund, as Brenda mentioned, half comes back to the district in 3 years to support the club's district grants. So again, please consider a gift. As you can imagine, it's all much more difficult this year than in years past. We don't want to lose our momentum. We want to keep going and create good in the world. So thank you everyone for this evening. Thank you for joining us. Best wishes, keep up the great work, and thank you for coming.
Meeting adjourned.